You are listening to Thursdays with Basil. How are you tonight? Our numbers are 530-885-3565, 530-885-3565. You can live stream us on the net on www.khigh.com, or you can listen to the podcast later on. My name is Basil. I'm here with you every Thursday, and this is where the foothills get together and talk about anything and everything under the sun. Issues you really care about and some you don't even give a damn about. Either way, we're here every Thursday from 7 to 9. Have you heard of this story in Rockland on New Year's Day? On New Year's Eve. There was a party at a club, and I don't remember the club. And a guy started to badger a girl during the party. Everybody, the video is on YouTube. And, everybody's celebrating New Year's and drinking. And suddenly the guy does something, and the Rockland police shows up. And somebody starts filming. Well, they come in, and there's 4 cops. 2 take the guy down, and they put him down. I mean, they subdued him.
Don't tase me, bro.
Right, yeah, it was like something like that. And he's down, and you really can't see much. You can see the back of the cops, and a guy on the ground, you can see sometimes his cap.
Right.
And you see the cop keeps punching and punching and punching. And, because we can't... And first, I want to say I'm a friend of the cops.
Right.
I've always respected cops. Policemen, highway patrolmen, you name it,
tough
sure.
Job.
Yeah, they're tough. And it looked like he was going overboard, just punching the guy. And the guy was down. I mean, two big cops were, on top of him. And this guy from the crowd jumps, and I know the guy. His name is Mike, and I'll leave his last name,
You recognized him?
Oh, no, it's a big story. I mean, it's...
But did you recognize
him
personally?
Oh, I know him personally.
Really?
Yeah. And he jumps in, and he doesn't touch the cops or anything. He yells at them. He says, "Stop it, please, stop it. You're doing too much."
Right.
And the cop says, "Stay away from it." And he's like, "No, please, come on." And then it gets a little heated, and, Mike starts going, "No, you guys, that's too much. That's excessive force. Come on. You got the guy.
Right. He's down. He's subdued.
He's down. Leave him alone." And the cops stand, and he, kind of pushes Mike, and Mike gets back a little bit, and, Mike didn't do anything. He didn't, hit the cops. He didn't touch them or anything. But I called Mike, and I said, "Mike, you want to come on the air? Maybe you can, tell the story, if nothing else." And like I said, I'm a friend of the cops.
Right.
And he said, "Well, he can't because they're pressing charges on him."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
interfering with police business, huh?
Yeah. So I'm kind of... I'd like to find out the real story, the full story.
Right.
And the video tells a lot of it.
Right.
And I don't know what was the severity of the guy who was badgering the girl or hitting the girl. I heard he was even assaulting her. And so they came, to her rescue, so obviously somebody. But somebody was videotaping, and there was a couple other people videotaping and taking pictures and all. And they took the guy immediately. The whole thing was, 3 minutes.
Right. Yeah. It's so hard to tell in something like that. When you sit there and you say to the cops had him down, but boy, you're a couple of cops walking into a party with 100 people, and everybody's been drinking, and tempers are flaring and stuff like that. I mean, they're men just like you and me, and
and I know Mike. Mike is a gentleman.
Right.
He really is a gentleman. He's a nice guy. He has a business. He's legitimate, and I've never seen him drunk, and he's very serious. He's very focused. But he felt that he needed to jump in and stop, maybe excessive force. And it's funny though. There was more than 100 people at the club, and nobody. Well, I guess maybe because it was cops. I don't know what happened before when the guy was assaulting the girl.
Right.
If somebody you would think somebody hitting somebody, you would think they would stop him. Especially if it was if it was 2 guys, you have a little hesitation.
Right.
You don't know what's going on.
Somebody beating on a girl,
but somebody's beating on it. Yeah, you jump and help.
Right, you have to.
You could stop the guy, say, "Come on, get out," save the girl and all.
Cool down.
Yeah. Now, the cops showed up. Obviously, I think a lot of people are going to stay away because the cops know what they do. Right. Mike felt that he needed to jump in and...
tell him to cool it, huh?
Tell him to cool it, yeah.
Interesting.
So he's on Facebook now, and he's being held as a hero. And I like the guy. I'm telling you. And he has, somebody... He didn't do it. Somebody put a page where like Mike... for standing for he's brave, he's a strong person, and I hope he doesn't get in trouble.
I wouldn't want to fight the system. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes right now because he's going to fight the system.
And I really hope that the Rockland police would just say, you know what, you have a good record, you're a good guy. It was the heat of the moment, and like I said, the video shows he didn't do anything to the cops, but he just yelled and said, "Please stop it, this is too much." So anyway, so Mike is a hero on Facebook right now, and he has a lot of friends. And like I said, he's a really nice guy. I know him. And maybe when he can talk, we'll get him on the air.
There you go.
You are listening to Thursdays with Basil. We'll be right back.